the cure, the failures, the alchemy. We're progress in history. We're news. We're just girls who wanted to work. Ordinary girls. I live in Ottawa, Illinois. I have 2 children that I love. I have a husband that I love. When he touches me, I know I can fly. They say you see your life flash before your eyes, that you see a light, that you move toward it, but you don't. You see your story, beginning and middle as they are written, and the end as it comes. And when you've told it, then you can rest. Then you can go home. Then your real work is done. I'm Catherine Wolfe Donahue, and I'm telling you now.
Mayor Big Bill Thompson is running the city. So is Al Capone. Jazz is playing on Halsted. The White Sox are playing at Comiskey. And a company opened in the Marshall Fields Annex, the Radio Dial Company. It hired women like us. It was the job of the century, the job of our dreams.
By 1922, we had moved to Ottawa, Illinois, where more than 1,000 women would work during the next 11 years.
And we started like this.
Well, aren't you the prettiest thing?
What time is it? I'm gonna be late. It's time?
Yes? Guess wrong? I kiss you. Guess right, you kiss me.
7:15. You smell good. 7:30.
You smell better.
7:45. Am I getting close?
You were right the first time.
Be honest. Tell me, how do I look?
You could stop a clock.
Do I look like a girl worth 8 cents a watch? Some of them make over $8 a day.
You're pulling my leg.
Not bad for a bunch of girls, huh? Who knows? Maybe I'll make more than you someday.
Ouch.
Tom, I'm kidding.
I know I don't make a ton of money, but I do okay. We're getting by.
We're barely getting by.
You don't have to do this.
Yes, I do. We need the money.
Work that pays will cost you something. They call it work for a reason.
Not this job. All the girls on the block applied for it. I just got lucky. I'll do it for a while until we get on our feet. Then I'll quit.
Really? You'll walk away from it?
Don't worry. I don't want to be some career girl. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. But for a little while, I want to know what it feels like to make $8 a week.
They're gonna love you.
What if I'm no good at it?
Come here.
You're just trying to kiss me again.
For once, I'm not.
Just tell me I can do this, because I'm not too sure if...
You can do anything you put your mind to. Now go make some money.
And I told him, oh, I absolutely intend to start this match. And I can smoke if I want to. All the girls are doing it. Haven't you picked up a magazine? And I threw my collar at him, pointed to the picture of the girl with Chesterfield. That isn't there. Isn't she sharp? Besides, if men can do it, so can we, right? I'll smoke all night and all day if I want to. I'll smoke and drink gin and shimmy. And he said, Charlotte, you look like a harlot. And he didn't think that was funny. I tell you, that fella's so tight, just a piece of coal of his.
If Mae Westwood watches, she'd be Charlotte.
I heard that, Mr. Reed.
You know I mean that as a compliment.
You know I take it as one.
Morning, girls.
Morning, Mr. Reed.
Girls, I'd like you to meet Catherine Donahue.
Hi, I'm Pearl.
Then there's Frances.
Welcome.
She's the moral backbone of this gang.
You married? Kids?
A boy and a girl. My husband's name is Tom.
You want to translate some of your talking into explaining how it's done?
All right. It's easy. See? You take the little brush here, twirl it between your lips, make a point, then dip it into the powder here.
Why does it shine?
There's a little radium in there.
Point, dip, oh, then you paint, like this.
It's a lip, dip, paint routine. Easy. Lip, dip, paint. You got it.
It tastes awful.
You get used to it.
Is it okay?
Is what okay, Mrs. Donahue?
Getting this stuff in our mouths.
It's more than okay. It's medicinal.
The value of radium is unquestionably established for ailments of all kinds.
It's all the rage. Radium clinics all over Chicago. Cures just about everything.
Sciatica, neuralgia,
Lumbago,
bronchitis,
pneumonia,
arteriosclerosis,
gout,
vasomotor disturbances,
People who can afford it are lining up.
and chronic constipation.
nothing short of miraculous.
You don't have to put the brush in your mouth. You can just roll it on the edge of the dish. But it's faster if you do.
And since it get paid by the watch,
How many watches do you clean a day?
About 100, 120. Same here. More when there's something I want to buy.
An average day, 150. A good day, 200.
believe it or not, Charlotte's one of the stars of Radium Dial. She's got fast hands.
She's fast in general.
Just a natural, I guess.
Here's the routine. End of the month, if you're good, you get the job. If you're not, you don't. That's the way it works. Think you can do it?
Oh, I can do it.
You sure?
I'm sure.
She'll be aces.
And I was. My twos swooped and dipped. My fives were flawless. My eights could have been in a museum. And my 12s.
Welcome, Mrs. Donahue. You're gonna love it here.
I walked home that night in the dark. A girl walks differently when she's making money. I thought to myself, 10 years ago, a girl couldn't even vote, let alone make this kind of money. Couldn't do better than her father and just as good as her husband. But now, I never dreamed I'd have a now of my own that looked this good. Tom met me on the corner that night. He took one look at me and said,
Your hair, it's shining. Your dress, your hands, your eyelashes, your mouth. You glow.
"It's the dust from the paint, for the watches. Is it scary?"
It's beautiful. You left home this morning looking terrific. You came home sparkling like an angel. Work usually doesn't do that for a person. That's one heck of a job you got yourself, Katie. Did you like it?
It was okay.
You know, I used to have a watch like the ones you're making. Back in France, in the war, they gave them to us. They glow in the dark. Some nights, they were the only light we had. Look at you.
Stop.
I can see you even in the dark.
Don't stop.
You, the girl with the face of time.
You know, Tom was right. Work does cost you something. It was hard being away from our babies. I never quite got used to it. As for being at work, we knew what we were all there for. We made good money. We made a good team.
Franny, how many you finished today? 125. You?
138. You know, I look at these watches and I don't see hours or minutes or numbers. I see dollar signs.
What about you, Katie? You see dollar signs yet?
Just numbers. And a pair of black patent leather shoes in the window for sale. Weird, but you know what I'm seeing right now?
What's that, honey?
A banana split. And 4 spoons Scotty Snipes. Come on, girls, I'm buying.
Now you're talking.
Charlotte?
I can't. Got plans. Knock it off.
You don't have plans. You just have to go out with me.
That's crazy.
You can't lie to me, Charlotte.
Tell you what. You paint your watches in me, I'd go for the banana split. I paint your watches in you, I'd go my merry way.
Fair enough.
149.
Nice, Charlotte.
151.
Yeah.
You're gonna like me yet, Charlotte.
I better get the cherry.
Hey, you beat me home.
Wasn't hard. You're late.
I know, I'm sorry.
Your mother just left. The kids haven't taken their naps, so they're hungry monsters. And I haven't had time to make dinner yet, so
We worked overtime just a bit.
I don't know where you were, and the kids were going crazy.
We just stopped for a quick one on the way home.
quick one.
A quick, banana split?
Glad you've got time for that.
You're acting like a baby.
You're acting like a guy.
You come home late sometimes.
I'm late, nothing happens. You're late, this place falls apart.
I'm late. You just have to do what I do every night, only I don't complain about it. A little something to make up for it. Open it, go ahead.
Don't think you can come home whenever you want and bribe me with gifts. I'm not that kind of girl. Oh, wait. Yeah, I am. Wow, a pocket watch.
I painted it. I hope it's nicer than the one you used to have.
It's perfect.
You said back on my first day on the job to be careful, because work can cost you something. Remember saying that?
I do.
Not this job. It's not like work at all. We made a list. Things that shine.
The money in my pocketbook.
Which feels great.
Rudolph Valentino.
That pair of earrings at Marshall Field, Lake Michigan. On a Saturday.
In July.
Gin in a glass.
And time in our hands.
Time in our eyes.
Time at our feet.
Time in the air.
On our dresses.
In our hair.
In us.
Time.
And time again. It wasn't supposed to be this easy. It wasn't supposed to go so fast.
The kids?
Read themselves to sleep. The beauty of a good bedtime story. You did the dishes, thank you. We make a good team, don't we? I'm beat.
Maybe you need a bedtime story.
Maybe I do.
Well, once upon a time, there was this guy, a handsome guy named Tom. An all-around amazing kind of dashing guy.
That part gets better every time you tell it.
Don't interrupt. Now, this guy made his living stealing the sky, hundreds and hundreds of feet in the air. And one day, in a rare moment, with his feet actually on the ground, he sees a girl, and she looks like an answered prayer.
And did she notice this guy?
No, which didn't stop this guy.
And now,
The boy and the girl have a boy and a girl of their own.
who are both sound asleep.
That's our bedtime story.
A very grown-up bedtime story, I think. And like that, time passes. Time passed. Before our eyes. Before we noticed.
Katie, how's work? Want me to start dinner? I will cook the best fried bologna sandwiches.
Tom,
Yeah,
look at me. Really look.
I am.
You see something? Something different?
Just my beautiful Katie.
Turn off the light.
What?
Just turn it off.
It won't come off.
Can't come off.
Never come off.
It's just the dust, like always.
But it's not just on my skin anymore. It's in my skin.
That's not borrowed trouble, okay? If they say it's fine,
I
it's...
ache, Tom. My legs, my bones, my back. I'm scared. There's something wrong, and I don't know what it is.
Your hands are dirty. So what?
Don't you dare walk away from me.
I'm tired too. So don't come home and take it out on me. I told you the day that you started that work is work. Remember, you wanted this job.
I'm not making this up. There's something wrong with me, and I am scared. The definition of a company doctor: a doctor who takes care of the company.
So you have a complaint?
There's something wrong
Hmm.
with my leg, my foot, ankle, moving up to here.
Arthritis is my guess.
I'm too young for arthritis.
Weak blood.
It's not weak blood.
Prescribing aspirin.
I've been taking aspirin. It doesn't work. I need to figure out what's wrong.
You're young. You're healthy. You're perfectly fine.
How can you say that?
Listen, Mrs. Donahue. We work for the same people. You're doing your job, and I'm doing mine. There's nothing wrong with you.
This is new. This is different. It keeps me up at night. I can't sleep.
Nerves. Sounds like a classic case of nerves.
Nerves. He's the one who's got nerve. I went last week to the doctor. You haven't been feeling well?
What did he say?
Aspirin? Said to take aspirin. I saw him 2 weeks ago.
I went a few days ago.
Aspirin?
In enema. Even I have my limits. Besides, I told him the pain was in my arm, not in my.
Ladies,
Good morning, Mrs. Reed.
the doctor stopped in this morning. He's worried about you. Should I be?
No, Mr. Reed.
You're looking thin, Catherine.
I'm fine, Mr. Reed. The kids, they run me ragged.
You tell me, wouldn't you? If there was anything? Something?
Of course.
It's good. I'm glad to hear it. It'd break my heart to know if there was anything wrong. Your nines, Catherine. Watch your nines. Not so good.
Yes, Mr. Reed. What's wrong with them?
They're perfect, Katie. It's him.
Katie,
Yeah, sure.
I'd watch out for him. Mr. Reed, he knows who butters his bread. It's not us.
I woke up and you were gone.
Sorry, I couldn't sleep.
You don't feel good?
It hurts.
What hurts?
My foot, inside my leg, there's this pain moving up my body, settling into parts of me. It feels.
Maybe it's the cold, the damp.
You know what would be great? What would really help?
What?
If you'd actually believe me instead of making excuses. It's not the weather. I'm not working too hard. There's something real happening.
We'll go see the doctor tomorrow. Maybe he'll listen if I'm there.
It's not that he didn't listen, it's that he lied.
Then don't go to work tomorrow.
I have to. It's different around there. It's scary. Some girls go home on Friday and they don't come back on Monday.
Then quit.
I don't want to quit. I want to feel better. I don't think I can leave my friends there.
What's wrong with ankle? You sprained your ankle.
I didn't sprain it. It hurts in a funny way, inside in the bone. I couldn't lift my little girl last night. I could barely walk to her. Couldn't stand in the oven. I couldn't make the bed. Anyone else. I bleed. My teeth ache.
What you have, it's in my arm.
Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
You know, and I know, that you ladies have had a few concerns lately. The company wants to let you know that we use nothing that could cause you harm. Radium dial uses material that contains pure radium only. If we at any time had reason to believe that the work endangered the well-being of our employees, we would have suspended operations long ago. So you can rest easy, because this company is a good company. Have a good day, girls.
It's bad enough when a man lies behind your back. When he lies to your face, you know he's made a deal with the devil.
We made another list. Things that stopped shining.
Our days, our nights,
Our sleep,
our dreams, our time.
ourselves.
Mrs. Donahue. Come in. I'm sorry I have to do this. I have to let you go.
What? Please, you can't do this to me. There's no reason.
You're missing too much work.
Only a few days. No more, I promise.
You've been a great asset, a truly wonderful worker until these past few days.
It's this job. There's something that's making us
You
all.
need to leave now.
What about Pearl? Charlotte, Francis, what about all the other girls?
Whoever can't do their job will be asked to leave. I'm sorry.
There's nowhere for me to go.
I'm sorry. It's business.
No, it's not. It's a crime. The company doctor was a liar, but no other doctors in our town could see us. So we had to go to the city, find the one doctor who would risk his name. The only problem with him was he was honest.
It seems with the severe pain in your legs, the hard ridge that is formed along the underside of your jaw, together with Francis, do you understand?
Yes.
Your fractured jaw resulting in a tooth extraction and the subsequent infection in the tooth socket, in addition to anemia. Pearl, are you listening?
Yes.
The amputation of your arm will eventually become necessary because due to the sarcoma fracturing tire. Would you like to sit down?
No.
Catherine?
Yes.
The fainting spell is being connected to the malignancy of your hip and the process of your jaw, the process meaning localized death of living tissue. To the best of my knowledge, this is a direct result of radium poisoning, of exposure to and ingestion of radium. You worked at Radium Dial.
Worked. Yes.
For how long?
9 years.
Did they warn you?
No. Tell me, radium poisoning is
Irreversible.
meaning
How do you want me to say it?
like we can take it.
Terminal. In all of your cases.
What do we do now?
I don't know. I'll help you. I'll treat you. I just don't know how yet.
And you're sure that it's radium?
There's no question.
You're the only one who would say it's radium.
I'll tell you the truth. Always. Best I can do.
We'll take it.
Mom,
Yes.
read with us.
I can't right now.
Mom,
What?
sing with us.
I can't right now.
Mom, walk with us.
No. I'm gonna go through the house and find every clock, every watch, and smash them to pieces.
Why?
I don't want time to know you're here. 'Cause I want it to leave you alone. Go to bed now. Go to sleep. I'll take away all the clocks. They can't touch you as long as I'm here.
Mom,
Leave me alone! This is the sound of a mother's heart breaking. The sound of her falling apart. This is the sound of time running out.
Katie, it's late. This doctor, he may be wrong. From now on, all I want you to think about is getting better.
There's nothing that's gonna make me better. We know what's wrong. We know how it ends, right? I am going to die. You can say it. Go ahead, say it. You coward.
I'm with you. I always will be.
Can you tell me what I should do?
I've got no idea, Katie.
fine. God knows we've earned it.
What do you think, Katie?
A big part of me wants to pretend for as long as I can that none of this happened.
What about the other part?
It wonders what it would feel like to hire the best lawyer I could find.
You would sue?
No, I don't know.
Tell you what, Katie. Let's make this game interesting. I win, I decide what we're gonna do. You win, you decide if we're gonna put up a fight or lie down and die.
Okay. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're on.
3 aces. Sore loser. Full house. You won. I can't believe it.
I don't want to decide this. I really can't. Shar, you're the one. You do this.
I lost fair and square.
Okay. Okay, then forgive me, but I think we do the only thing we can do. Fix our hair, stand up straight, and go get those sons of Leonard Grossman. Specialties, workman's compensation, compassion for the working class, and general outrage.
This is disgusting. An absolute crime shame. Yes, I'll take your case. No, I won't make any money. You might not either. But that's not the point, is it?
No.
I'm gonna need specifics. Specifics to win a case.
I've been diagnosed with bone cancer, necrosis of the jaw, and extreme radium poisoning.
We can get those scumbags. I know we can. But they'll put you through the ringer. You up for it?
What kind of ringer, Mr. Grossman?
Well, it's gonna hit the papers. You'll be called a victim, an opportunist. Your dirty laundry will be aired for the entire world to see. That's the way it works. You think you're up for it? Take all the time you need.
That day, we walked down Michigan Avenue toward the lake. We sat on the beach in our favorite spot.
Remember the last time we were here?
Makes me think of what Mr. Grossman said. No more peace, no more privacy. Everything out there, in the papers and public for everyone to see. Sounds awful. Yeah, but it beats the thing I'm most afraid of. What's that, honey? Being invisible. Disappearing without anyone knowing the truth. Someone has to let people know.
It doesn't have to be you. It doesn't have to be any of us. We could just shh.
What? There. Can you hear it? What? Oh, the quiet. There. I needed that. One last time. Now, I'm ready. Our case went to court. Our story went to press, and the press went to town.
A tragedy has occurred outside of Chicago where several disgruntled women are accusing a beloved company of foul play.
The women allege that the company, Radium Dial, knowingly compromised their health, safety, and lives.
These women were fired several years ago due to poor performance.
In contrast, Radium Dial is known for its impeccable success and for paying generous wages to unskilled workers.
These women are now fleeing their accusations before the Illinois Industrial Commission.
The key figure in this case
This is Catherine Donahue, 520 East Superior Street.
had just completed testimony when Dr. Dulwich from Chicago was summoned to the stand.
Dr. Dulwich, from the examination of Mrs. Donahue, as to her case, is it fatal?
Yes.
And she is suffering from the effects of what illness?
Radium poisoning.
Which was acquired through, in your belief,
Her work at Radium Dial.
The women press on with their charges in spite of community pressure to step aside. They insist on fighting.
This is me dying. Tom, Tom, what's happening?
Shh. Just a bad dream.
I wasn't sleeping. I'm telling you, it's happening.
Touch me. I'm still here.
Tom, don't let the kids forget me.
How could they?
Don't you forget me. Please. This shouldn't happen to you. You left alone with 2 kids. Tom,
Yeah?
I'm not afraid of death. Really, I'm not. I'm just afraid of how I'll get there.
No one on earth can hold a candle to you. No one in heaven will come close.
Miss Donahue came to the hearing today, supported by her husband and a friend. Once healthy and alert, she could hardly stand alone.
Mrs. Donahue, you were what age exactly when you started working for the company?
19.
And your specific work was to...
I painted watch faces with a powder, a radium compound. We'd point the brush between our teeth, dip it in water, then in the powder. It got everywhere. My hands glowed, my clothes hanging in a dark closet glowed.
Shortly before her testimony ended, Mrs. Donahue took out of her purse a small jewelry box.
And would you mind telling the court what exactly is in this box, Mrs. Donahue?
2 pieces of bone. They were removed from my jaw.
At this point, Mr. Donahue, husband of Catherine, left.
Mr. Reed?
I just worked there. I just did my job. I didn't know. They lied to me too, Mr. Donahue.
Yeah, but at a certain point you knew. You knew.
Excuse me, please.
I was gonna grow old with this woman. I was gonna die with her. Maybe I have. Could you tell me how to live my life now? Could you tell me what I'm going to do with all of this extra time? Sir, just so you know, every morning I wake up and wonder if today's the day I will kill Rufus Reed.
I won my case 6 times. The Radium Dial Company appealed 6 times. After losing all 6, they appealed one last time to the United States Supreme Court. Finally,
The Illinois Industrial Commission awarded Catherine $5,661 on July 6, 1938.
she died 21 days later.
After fighting the company for 7 years, her case changed Illinois law so that companies can finally be held responsible for the safety of their workers.
She was a test.
She was an experiment.
She weighed only 65 pounds.
There is a God, and he's made of time. There's a devil, and he's made of time. There are angels, miracles, sins, and they're all made of hours. On the shore of the lake with my friends that last time, I walked the water. I walked in, and I stood there. Small waves and grace all around. Faith at the edge of the world. And I think, lucky me, that I still believe after all of this. And then a gift. 1,000,000 clocks stopped in the city. Watches closed their eyes, their hands folded, their faces slept. The earth stopped turning. Just for a minute. Just for us. And time stood still. I knew I was lucky to have held so much of it in my hands. In the water, I could see my face, and next to mine, the faces of my friends.
Charlotte Purcell.
Francis O'Connell,
Pearl Pitt.
of the other women who worked so well.
Inez Vilat,
Marguerite Lachinsky,
Helen Munch,
their beautiful bodies,
Mary Tonielli,
Olive Witt,
Sadie Prey, and any mercy they were shown.
Mary Ellen Cruz,
Margaret Looney, Mary Robinson,
And so many more. All looking back at me. For that moment, while time stood still, we were all there. And we were shining.
Yeah!